Hello. Welcome to
Hello.
Download and Delete.
Welcome back.
I am Ty Monsieur.
I'm Shauna Lucas.
Innovator
Government
creator.
names.
There you go. It's so good to be back. Yes.
I know it's been a while.
It's been 2 weeks. We
Is
have
it?
said,
2?
yeah, we did Valentine's Day and then your birthday.
Oh,
You
off,
turned
right?
35.
Yes, yes. Ooh, 35 is a lovely age.
35. Beautiful.
Yeah, wonderful.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Download and Delete.
Yep.
We have a very special episode today
Yeah, it's the last day
of Black
of
History.
Black History Month.
I think we're ending it wonderfully.
Well,
don't
it's
you?
only right to go and think about the Black future.
Future. I believe that you're in our future.
Here you go, singing.
Her mama taught her well. I gave her something to look up to.
Okay, that's funny. I love it. So yeah, we'll get into our guest soon, but you all know how we start.
Every
Every
episode is with a motivational moment. There we go.
Yep. We'll go.
Why? Like I forgot. It's been that long.
Yeah, I know. 2 weeks. You know what have you been doing the last 2 weeks?
It was Valley Day.
Yep.
It was the commercial day for Valentine's Day.
Right.
If you really don't have, no, I don't want to say that. I don't know.
There you go.
I think Valentine's Day is like commercial because if you show love to your love every day, like Valentine's Day is like, you went out and got me this, you could have saved that money. This is a pandemic.
Yeah.
Could have bought some Lysol wipes or something.
Yeah, gotta think about that wealth building, I guess.
And then we had your birthday. I had so
fun.
much fun last weekend, by the way.
Yeah, that was cool. It was cool. Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, it was cool. I should have taken the day off, but I didn't.
It was wonderful for me.
Yeah. And then it's the last day of February. So,
Yes.
But let's go ahead and get into it. You want to go first?
No, you go first. What is your motivational moment? What's going on?
Well, I'm going to combine my motivation moment and download because we'll just be quick about
Let's
it. Right?
go.
But I did want to say that I'm like really salty that I missed D'Angelo versus last night.
I heard about it, but I wasn't salty.
Where was the publicity for this? I missed that one.
There was a lot of publicity. I'm just not.
How did I miss it?
I wanted to see. Was it just D'Angelo? I think it was just D'Angelo by
of course,
himself. So it was
him.
like a concert.
Yeah. Anyway, okay.
Mhm.
But
We have
so
to come back to that conversation at a later
yeah,
date.
we will. I'm going to try to figure out how I can watch it still. So I'm combining my motivation moment and download so we can get right into it because we got a special guest today.
Okay. Yes, we do.
But what I want to talk about is I know y'all have seen the new signs on what used to be known as Miller Park.
No, I've not been that way.
Okay, so
Tell me
they
about
have
it.
named Miller Park.
Oh yeah, they
They
changed the name.
renamed it to American Family Field.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wonk, wonk,
it's been
wonk.
right.
It'll always be Miller Park.
So
to
it's
us.
been Miller Park since 2001,
What was it before that?
but County Stadium.
Really?
Yeah, so it was County Stadium in 1953, and I think it was it was demolished. It was
Yeah, because they built
it was
the dome.
no. Okay, so it was County Stadium in 1953, I
Mhm.
believe, and then they built Miller Park in 2001, and now it's American Family Field.
Are they going to redo it? Like the domes are going to be different?
No, I mean like Miller Park's pretty new. You
Yeah,
know,
they
I mean
just built
it's
it.
pretty. Yeah, they just built it. I think they
My
made some
taxes just went up for that shit.
Okay,
That's dumb.
Oop. You know, right?
Wow.
So now they have also renamed the road to get to Miller Park, or now American Family Field. You know what it's called now?
What is
They
it?
put the signs up and everything. I can't believe you
I
haven't seen
haven't
this.
been over there.
It's called Brewers Way.
Oh, Brewers Way.
Boo. Okay.
I mean, their Brewers are playing.
So I guess so. Everybody's
It's gonna always be Miller Parkway.
no, because now Google.
Did they change the exit for
yes,
the
they have
expressway?
changed the exit to the expressway.
Oh wow!
Yes. They changed the whole
Wow.
name. They changed the signs. They changed Google. Google says Brewers Way if you're like using Google Maps or whatever. They changed everything.
I don't drive on the expressway.
Oh,
so
that's right. Okay, so you
probably
don't
why
know
I
that. Okay, so
haven't
now I'm
seen it.
telling you something you didn't know that
You
you
are.
didn't know.
You have informed me.
But they changed it. So y'all know that Miller was sold to Molson Coors
Mhm.
in 2016, I believe it was. And so Miller just doesn't have the same influence in Milwaukee, I guess, even though we
Yeah.
still think of things as like Miller this, you got
Mhm.
Miller Valley, you got they still name things. They still have held
The Miller
their
family is still
brand.
very, very
Yeah,
prominent
yeah.
and rich.
Even though it's called Molson Coors, like, do you remember when that man shot those people last year?
Unfortunately,
At least
yes.
the Miller,
That was right. That was
shooting
this
or
time,
whatever.
like, well, it was
It was
last year,
2020
January.
February.
Yeah,
It was February 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that
Wow.
just last year. It seems like eons
Seems
ago,
like
doesn't
so
it?
long ago.
Right.
That was the only thing we had to worry about, and then came
yeah, the
the
COVID,
quarantine.
the dreaded Rona. Right.
Rum dum dum.
So I'm just, my download and my motivation. I want people to be motivated. Well, but actually, let me go back. Okay, so because what I want to download about is why they named it Brewer's Way when they should have named it after one of the greatest baseball players who ever lived.
Oh.
Okay, Hall of Famer Hank Aaron, who just died
Aw.
in January. I don't
He
understand
died?
why they would name it Hank Aaron Way instead of Brewer's Way.
Was he a brewer?
For his entire career, he was a
Wow.
Milwaukee
I
brewer.
feel ashamed that I do not know this.
Yes, he was a Milwaukee. He was a Milwaukee Brewer and a Milwaukee Brave. He was both. I don't care. I don't care.
He's logistical
I don't care
today.
if they approve the name. Have you had this discussion already with people?
You know he has.
Okay.
The man cave.
I thought I was coming up with something original because I'm like, why wouldn't they name it? Because the Hank Aaron State Trail runs right across. You take the trail to
Well,
get
he's got
to
a
the stadium.
trail. I mean,
but you take the trail to get to the stadium. That
but
he
they
played.
named it after all the brewers. Let's just give them credit for that. They said Brewers
whatever.
Way.
Okay.
The
fine.
last Brewers game I went to, those Brewers players making all that money were like 19, 20. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I know it was one like, was it Cotton Ha Ha Dix or something like that?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Is he a football player or a baseball player?
Baseball, right?
Oh, okay,
I don't know.
Clinton
no, that
Ha-Ha.
sounds like a football player. I don't know.
Well, I think
Okay,
he was
I
a
don't
baseball player. He was like 19, and you know, baseball players make the most money
Yeah.
out of all sports and athletes.
Well, I mean, that's,
so if you're out there,
yeah, I mean,
Peyton, when you grow up,
yeah, we'll talk about that because this is an athlete in the making. But I, just to wrap it up, I just think that if there's a petition online, I'm going to find it and I'm going to sign it.
You
because
are really
I think
dedicated
they
to
should have
that.
done. This was the perfect moment for them
Yeah,
to
I
capitalize on that. This was the perfect moment for them to make it.
Maybe they gonna
Hank
name a
Aaron
hall
Way.
or something in the studio. I mean, in the field after him.
I don't know. Maybe they should do something.
I don't know.
But I'm just outraged.
Well, you gave me some information. You downloaded some information on me. Enter. I found that out today.
Hackers, if you know how to change the roads in Google, do your job. Do your thing.
Hackers, if you know how to do anything, increase my wealth substantially.
All right. What about you?
My download is basically I'll combine mine with my motivational with my download. I'll say, have you watched the U.S. against Billie Holiday?
Mm-mm.
The United States against Billie Holiday on Hulu?
No.
Directed by the Lee Daniels. It was really good.
Okay, I have to watch. Put that on my list.
Really good.
Okay.
And I say it was good because they showed Billie Holiday in a different light. We all know her story. We all know what she went through, but I think he made her beautiful in a different way. And it was a very, very great story. So I watched that. So that was my second thing I think watched for Black History Month. Okay. It was an all-Black cast, a Black director. So yeah, I feel empowered now after watching that. But it was really good because I didn't watch the One Night in Miami one with Regina King, so I feel bad. So I did watch the United States against Billie Holiday. It's really good.
Versus Billie Holiday.
Yes, on Hulu. Okay. On Hulu.
And it's not like a documentary. It's like a
it's just the story of them trying. Well, it's not a documentary per se. It's not like a life every goes on part, but it's just it's a story it's not Lady Sings the Blues in any way. That's a classic of its own, but this one is definitely going to be classic because Audra Day did her thing.
Oh yeah, I love her.
She lost. Yeah, she said beautiful. She starved herself.
Yeah.
She did her thing. Lee Daniels did his thing.
Okay, that's a good fit for a role. Yes. Audra Day. Yeah, that's a great fit.
I'm motivating everybody to go watch that. And just downloading that information. That was a really good movie. Okay,
I love it. So now we get into the special hour of the night.
To introduce our special guest.
So Our special guest today is going to talk about something she's really passionate about. I want to introduce her and let her
She can
talk.
introduce
Yeah.
herself. She is a grown up.
Okay. Okay. You want to
She just
introduce
did it with
yourself?
Tom. Young lady, tell us who you are.
Hi, my name is Peyton, and I am here to talk about my business called I Have a Child.
All right. Talk about your business. And how old are you with this business?
8 years old.
You're 8 with a business? When I was 8, I can't even remember what I was doing. Wow. And it's called what again?
I Have a Child, and I as in EYE.
I have a child. Okay.
I of a
I
child.
of a child. There you go.
Mhm. Yep.
Mhm.
So I saw you on the news recently, and what was that about?
Yes. How did it feel to be on the news?
Well, it was about, I got on the news by, I just was working really hard with my business, and
they paid attention and they wanted to talk to you about it?
Yes,
So
and I also went to the homeless shelter Joy House.
Okay.
And I gave them a whole bunch of donations for the homeless children there. And I gave the woman a whole bunch of hygiene products.
Yes.
For all of the women and children in the shelter there?
Yes.
Why did you choose the toys and I know this is obvious answer, but why did you choose toys and the hygiene products?
Well, hygiene products because there's a lot of women there, I'm pretty sure, and you never want to run out of things.
Right. And they're expensive, kind of, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And toys because they probably have toys there, but it's also very nice to give things that you don't need to other people or children.
Yeah.
Wow. And you're 8 and you know this. And some adults that are 38 don't even know that. That's wonderful. So what is your business? Tell us about your product. What do you deliver?
I sell heart crayons, so crayons shaped like hearts.
Okay.
And t-shirts, which I'm wearing one right now.
Okay. And what do your t-shirts say?
They say, my business, I have a child, and then my little bird logo. And it says that I do it in LA, Los Angeles, and Wisconsin.
What? You do it in Los Angeles and Wisconsin? You are moving up, girl. You are doing your thing.
So why is there a bird on your t-shirt? What's the bird about?
Yeah, I got a
Do you just like birds?
Snoopy. Well, Snoopy's a dog. He's not a bird.
Is it that you just like birds and you want to have a bird? Or does it have a meaning?
Or what does it symbolize? What does it mean?
It symbolizes, well, I don't really know what it symbolizes.
I didn't mean to stump
like
you.
honesty.
Sorry. I thought maybe, but it's just a cute bird. I mean, it doesn't need to be read into any more than that, right?
So I read on the news you gave away over, was it $500?
Yes.
To the homeless shelter?
Yes.
And those are your profits that you make. So when you make your products, you don't keep any of those profits. You give all those profits to the homeless.
Yes.
That is amazing. God is going to bless you for that. That is very selfless of you to do in this time. Wonderful.
And have you ever had a chance did you ever see, I know, so your mom and I worked in a shelter once upon a time.
Really?
Yeah, you know that? Yeah, we did it together. It's been a long time. Lord. Yeah, that was a long time ago. So I'm just wondering if you ever got a chance to meet any of the children that you gave anything to or saw where they lived or anything like that.
Well, I didn't get to see them on purpose, but they came out into the hallway to do something while my mom was doing her part of the interview. And I did a little wave at them. They waved back. And they were like young children. So,
yeah, that must have been cool to just kind of get an idea of, the kind of kid, not kind of kids, but like that there are other kids that could appreciate what you were doing, I bet. Let's see a little bit more about you. What do you like to do besides raise money for
the homeless
children?
Swimming.
Wow. Yes. Okay. What else do you like to do? How has this quarantine been for you? Are you homeschooling?
No, I'm actually going in person
Okay, so you've been in person
since a lot of months.
last year?
Mhm.
Yes.
Awesome. How is it going in person versus being at home?
It's going really well. I'm doing very good in school.
Mm-hmm. Do you like being around your friends more so
Yes.
at school? Do you guys wear masks?
Yes.
How has this mask wearing thing been for you?
Annoying.
Is it crazy?
Yes.
Is it annoying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you think it's something you can do every day now? Because it's going to be probably something we have to do from now on.
Kind of, but I'm gonna need a break from masks.
Imagine how the adults feel. We need a break from them too.
What's your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school is writing. Is writing because, well, when in writing in school, we always are like, don't talk to me, don't try to help me. I need to finish this. We are publishing today.
Oh, okay. You have to figure it out for yourself. What grade are you in?
Third grade.
Third grade.
Wow, I don't even know what I was doing in third
I
grade.
do. I was at Harambe. My teacher was Miss Hughes.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, third grade.
Wow.
Those were the days.
So you have a goal now to raise how much now? What's your next goal for raising money for?
1,000.
So you gave away the 500. So now you need to do the 1,000. How much is each of your heart crayons?
Each of my heart crayons are $3 each.
And where can we get those heart crayons?
Well, I do a lot of pop-up shops in many different places, but I mostly do it in Mequon.
Okay, yeah, like just in the summer or anywhere?
At the Mequon Public Market.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Is that every weekend or?
Yes, every weekend on Saturday.
Okay.
Wow.
So I think there'll be some information. We'll try to post some, and then we'll direct people who are listening to the website, the Instagram or Facebook page. If y'all got Facebook,
there's Instagram, and then she has an email. Info at I Have a Child.
Yeah, we'll put all the information on the show bio.
What is the Instagram that they can go and follow right now once they're listening? What's that Instagram?
It's _I of a child.
So _IEYE of a child. Make sure you go and follow her. Just show her some support.
Yeah, and help her meet that goal. I think she can do it.
And if you are at the Mequon public market, make sure you spend that $3 and donate that, because all of those funds are going to help the homeless.
Yes.
So every $3 helps.
Yes. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Mom here for being like a person that is helping her make her dreams come true.
Yes, you started your daughter a business at 8 years old.
That's right.
Probably at 7, because she was doing this for a
Mhm.
moment now.
Yep.
How does that feel to you?
I always tell everyone I wish I can take more credit. She actually came to me and was like, hey, what can I do? This is after her seeing some of us in my family experience homelessness.
Mm-hmm.
She's very compassionate, so she just took it upon herself and started researching. So these are some of the moments where I want to block the internet, but she's coming to me, she's crying like, Mom, there's homeless children. I'm like, how do you know that? So she did all this research, and I'm like, well, what can we do? Originally she wanted to invite all these children to my house. I'm like, no. People look at me crazy. I'm not going to have a house full of children, but maybe there's something we can do. Her heart crayon idea, she's been doing those for her school since she was 3. And it's just something that she does. It's kind of her tradition. So I was like, you already make these, so why not, maybe you could sell these. And it kind of just started off as let's try it. And it grew and grew. And we're very thankful for all of the support. Like I said, I just did the background work. I'm the taxi, I'm the financial institution acting on behalf of the bank. Wouldn't even let me, she went in and spoke, and
that is
they
wonderful.
Didn't even give me a card. It literally says, I have a child, Letitia Anderson acting on behalf of. I'm like, you don't have to print all that on the card. I'm
That's
not trying to
wonderful.
steal. So it was really a really great experience for her, and I just want her to keep it up.
Yeah, that look on her face when she gave that money, it was just,
Yeah.
I loved it.
And that's how
So
she is
heartwarming.
always.
Oh my God, I had
has
to look at that over and over again.
She has no problem
And the
giving.
fact that you're not trying to take anything from it, that's how much the universe is going to give to you.
Mhm.
Like, you don't understand how blessed. At 8 years old, I wish this was something that I was doing. Like,
Mhm.
I wish, I can look back now and say, I did this at 8 years old. I had my own business here, and now I've grown to do this.
Yeah.
I just had an epiphany. I think we need to get somebody to come up with like a 4 or 5 page coloring book that you can sell with your crayon.
Oh, that's a
That
good
will
idea.
help with this project. So
Oh, that's such a good
We're
idea.
gonna-
Let them know what's in the works. What's coming next?
what's coming next? Did
I
I?
said, let them know what's in the works.
Like
Yes.
the coloring
She's
book.
been offered a book. So
Yeah.
I was like,
All
this is
right.
great.
So
Yeah.
did I stumble
That's what's
upon some
up.
information? You've been offered a book?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Tell us about
we
that.
don't know much about it. It was
It's coming to
just-
fruition.
Yes, a lot of people reached out. Like I
Mhm.
said, we're very thankful. People are like tagging us all over the United States right now.
Mhm.
They send messages, and some people put where they're from Honolulu to Maine. I think there was a guy from Montreal. I was
That is
"Ooh,
wonderful.
That's another
Wow.
Yes.
So I love-
International.
Yes, so I'm very excited. But so, someone asked, like, well, maybe, can you guys do a book? And I'm like, maybe a children's book.
Yes.
It's kind of just in the works, we're talking about it. But my main point, and hers as well, is this is not anything, we're not trying to gain no Insta fame or
Nothing.
anything like that. And
Yes.
that is one of the reasons why all her proceeds go. And people are like, well, how does she get her supplies? Me and her father, we back all her supplies. It does not come out of the money that she raises.
Mhm.
you
And,
know.
and on
We need
top
to
of
get you
that,
some donations for those
Yeah.
products, though, moving
for
forward.
sure. And on top
Yes.
of that, on top of running all of that and what it takes to do that, she goes to school.
Go to
And
school.
she goes to swim practice, and
Oh,
y'all
yes.
run that, and
And
you
she's
run her
intelligent.
Yeah, of course. All of that. I mean, it's an amazing thing to support.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So this is our future right here. This is our future
Yes.
in Milwaukee and in the world.
This
when
is
we got
wonderful to
children like
end the
this in
Black
the world.
History Month with.
Right.
Yes.
So, and also, I just have to say, because
Mhm.
whenever we have a Public Allies alum on this show,
Yes.
we make sure.
Public Ally alum.
Hey. Whenever we have a Public Ally on the show, we just have to acknowledge that. And I'm wondering if you have a particular
say that?
memory of being a PA, anything that stands out to you that you want to share.
Something you can share with your daughter here.
You know what? That was quite an experience for me. I guess I'll just kind of start from the beginning. I totally applied for.
Hold on, before you start. Hey, she needs to get this on my chest. Time for her to download, okay? All right, tell us about this experience.
So when I'll keep it definitely just easy.
Come a little bit closer.
How is this fine?
Mm-hmm.
I totally applied like online. I had been coming back and forth to Wisconsin. My former friend was Nick Barnett's little sister. So we were here and we were going back and forth, and we decided to move here, and I applied. I was like, what am I gonna do? So the first time I was here, I wasn't doing anything. I was just young from California, and my uncle was like, you should probably get a job. I was like, a job? Okay. So I wasn't really looking for a job. I was really just looking for something to do while I was here, and I found Public Allies. And this woman right here, Miss Shauna Lucas, I literally called her, and I think she must have had the job. I missed all kind of application deadlines. She was like, it's okay, just when you get off of the plane, like fresh off the plane, went to Public Allies.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked in, and it was like,
Had that interview.
You know what? I think we did a phone interview. I don't even think I met with.
Yeah, I think we
feel
did a phone
it was
interview.
Like a solo
Yeah, I think it
decision,
was.
And I was like, oh, thank you.
Oh, you got in good. You
I
lucked
think we
in.
skipped some parts.
I went through 2 interviews.
I
Did
was
I go through
supposed
2?
to-
Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
one
we did the team
solo and
interview,
then
yeah.
the team.
Yeah.
Well, the team one was first, right? No, you did
No,
the
I
solo
think the
interview.
solo
I
was
think we did
first.
Yeah, the
I
solo
think we was
interview,
supposed to.
and then the team one interview.
I just didn't make it to my plane. I was like, yeah, I know I'm supposed to be there, but it's really nice in California right now. So she was
Trust
like,
me.
"Oh." But so yeah, like, and then from there, you know, I ended up doing it a second year. They weren't consecutive. I think I took a year off in
Mhm.
between and did it again with a group of my friends. And you know,
You were
it
in the class with the
definitely-
Debussy
I
and
sure
David
was.
Crowley. You sure were.
So,
Woo.
ooh, I like that. But it's definitely shaped a small part of me. Just
Definitely.
recognizing the different types of people, I would say,
Mm.
in Wisconsin. It's a totally different. We can just say the paradigm shift is real.
Oh yes,
Mhm.
yes.
I state it like that.
Going through
Mhm.
Public Allies is a tremendous experience for people. I mean, it's going to change your entire life moving forward.
Mhm.
Definitely did for
Yeah,
me.
I agree.
I was not the same after. I am not the same after.
Yeah, no, I wanted just to put that out there that our Public Allies alum are doing
Yes, making
are doing
things.
things and
Are
doing things for the
spawning
future, right?
Business geniuses for the future.
Right. So right, I agree. Thank you.
Yes.
So I have I wanted to play a little game. Not necessarily a game, but
Okay.
I kinda it's like a little quiz thing right here. And I have some questions for you. And I will give you
She put money out of
$1.
Brazil.
$1 for
You gotta
every
get these
question
questions
that you get correct. Okay. So what I want to do was I want to see, because you know we talk about how you give money to people who don't have a home. So I wanted to see if you knew where these famous people lived. They're either real or they're imaginary people, and I want to know if you know where they live. Don't
I
cheat, Mom.
don't really know.
Okay, we'll
You
see.
don't know. You don't,
You don't
say
know.
You
You
don't
don't
know.
know.
You might know.
I want to. You don't know. We'll
Let's
see.
go. Let's see. I'll
Okay,
help you out.
and you can help if you want to help. All right. Okay. So let's talk about these are fake people, but let's see if you know anything about where they live. Right. Do you know where Sandy Cheeks, Patrick Star, and SpongeBob live?
SpongeBob is fake and he lives under the sea in a pineapple house.
Yes, but do you know
What's the place
specifically
called?
what it's called?
She's looking at me
I
like,
love the pineapple house. You're right. I should just give you $1 for that.
She
right?
gave you all the details.
right, just for that. Right?
Underwater.
She's looking at me like, you should let me watch it.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. Look, you get $1 for a tick for that. Okay, but he lives in Bikini Bottom.
Bikini Bottom.
Bikini Bottom? I didn't even know that.
Do you know where Princess Elsa lives from
I
Frozen?
failed you as a movie.
No,
You haven't watched Frozen?
I watched
She
Frozen.
watched
but you don't remember where she lives.
recently.
She is an adult, okay? She is running a business empire. She ain't got time
She
for
got time for
Frozen.
that. Okay, then she probably knows none of these because these are old people cartoons that I have on. Okay, what about Peter Griffin? Where does he live?
Peter Griffin, who was that?
Wow.
Good answer.
The kids do not.
Okay, I'm giving it to you for that right there. Okay, what about okay, you got to know where the Flintstones live. What Fred and Wilma Flintstone?
They're cave people, I think. I don't know.
They live in
They live in
Bedrock.
Bedrock. Okay. Oh, you must know this one. Where does Scrooge McDuck live?
Scrooge
Are
McDuck.
you trying to make me not get
Yes,
the
because
money?
Scrooge McDuck was way before your time.
I thought people watched these cartoons.
She
on-
doesn't
no.
watch cartoons. She's rated an empire here.
Okay.
Have you filed your taxes yet?
Okay, wait, let
That's
me-
a better question.
All
for
right.
her.
Okay. Wait a minute. How about
No,
Harry
I have not
Potter?
filed my
Where does Harry Potter live?
Harry Potter lives in a magical forest.
We need to ask her questions like, "Who is our president now?"
Oh wait, wait.
Joe
I got that
Biden.
one. Okay,
Look,
wait,
she knows.
I got that one. Okay.
Who is our vice
wait.
president?
Joe,
Yes, you know this one. Who's our vice president right now?
our vice president.
Yes.
Yeah, you dressed up like her.
Oh, Kamala Harris.
Yes.
Okay. yeah.
Okay. Do you know where Kamala Harris lives?
Mm.
Do you know where the vice president lives?
Does
I knew
she
you would
also
know.
live in
I
the
knew you
White
would know
House?
this one because lots of people don't know this one. What'd you say?
Does she also live in the White House?
Actually, no. The vice president does not live in the White House.
That's
the
a
vice-
good question, girl. Because a lot of adults don't.
Brown
know.
House?
No, not that's a good one. It should be called the Brown House. I think we
Right.
should start calling it the Brown
The
House,
Brown
y'all.
House. That's what it is now.
So the vice president lives at number 1 Observatory Circle.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that.
Is that close to the White House?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
It's like a naval base.
I think
or
she's
something
like
that.
isn't it like the back house? I mean,
Yeah, it's like a
the
nice
back-
house.
like
It's
the
on
guest
a it's on a
house to the White
naval
House.
base. Yeah. Okay. I know you're gonna know this question. Okay.
All these times you said I'm probably gonna know it. I haven't known it.
Okay. 'Cause okay.
Saw
This one you're
Finding
gonna
Nemo
know.
For the first, not
This-
Dory, Finding Nemo for the first time like 2 weeks ago. She was like,
Oh, I forgot she's so young. Okay, you're
She's
gonna know
an
this.
adult.
All right. So, do you know whether or not sharks can live in fresh water?
Yes.
All the
Can
money.
sharks
All
swim
the money.
No.
Good.
Yes. Okay. And all these other ones, you're
How
definitely
long
not
can you
gonna
hold
know.
your breath as a swimmer?
oh, you talking about swimming.
For one whole length. Only with fins on underwater.
How long is that? Like 2 minutes?
Mm, yeah, about 45 seconds.
Okay. Good job.
45, 35.
Have you ever thought about being a lifeguard?
Yeah, but I've had an experience and it didn't really go well.
What was this experience?
Well,
Do tell.
we were in Atlanta. And my cousin, my cousins, we were at the pool,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't really know how to swim, so he could only stay in the shallow end. And and I guess he didn't know how, like, where the entrance was to the deep end.
Mm-hmm.
So he went kind of far into the pool. He put his face in the water for like 3 minutes, and I'm like, Tassie, are you okay? Like, are you still here? And then his mom said, go get him. He's not breathing. I know he's not breathing. It's been like 5 minutes. So I went to go get him, and they're like, lift his head up the water. And I didn't know that his head was still underwater. So then I finally noticed. I'm like, oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Like,
And then I
going through the water underwater.
What?
She was just bringing him
wait,
to
I'm sorry.
shore.
Forgive me. I'm like, sorry. Forgive me. I'm sorry. So then he started throwing up, and I was like, yeah, no. And I swam away from him. I just let him go. Like, sorry, buddy, you're almost there. You can do it.
So
Believe
you
in
saved his
yourself.
life, but you got here believe in yourself.
Then he was on his own after he was saved.
It's beautiful.
Oh.
And then I asked, because I'm not even going to say that part.
Yeah.
I haven't asked.
I told her, I said that doesn't really count. She was like 6. Were you like 6 or 7?
I was 7.
Were you 7? Okay,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
A whole 7.
So you're the only child?
Yes.
Do you want more siblings?
Yes.
How many more siblings do you want? A boy or a brother or a sister?
Brother, sister.
Oh, that's a lot.
Brother,
Oh.
brother.
Wow.
I want more brothers because, well,
Oh,
the kid-
somebody's about
the
to
boys
be
at my
like
school, well, they're always like, hey, Peyton, do you want to play WWE? And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And so we always do it on the snow mound.
Elbow
And
him.
yeah,
That's the best
we have
one.
this thing at swim practice. It's called, when we do like an open turn, it's like elbow your brother and a phone and call your mother.
Yeah, that's swimming. I don't get it. I'm so glad to see that you are such a strong swimmer.
Yes,
You
a
can
lot of
tread
people do
water
not
and
know how to
save
swim
people.
now.
Yeah, it's very, very important. Very important.
She's on a competitive swim team.
Look at you. You have a busy life, girl.
Mhm.
You're busy than some adults. So you go to
Actually,
school.
2 swim teams.
So you go to school. Do you go to school? Then you go to swim practice, and then you're doing your business, and then you go to bed. So you don't have time to watch anything or do nothing. You just working.
I sometimes watch stuff.
Except for the Flintstones. And,
I watched the Flintstones
Frozen.
before.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, no.
You probably watching the Housewives and stuff. Your mama got no joke.
No, she
She's watching the Housewives.
who does not watch
At least
the
I
Housewives?
thought you did.
No, I don't.
That's funny.
You can bust your mama out. It's okay. It's okay.
That is so funny. Well, thank you for playing along. You take this as a
Yes.
donation, and you can use this toward your goal. Okay, so go ahead.
Thank you.
Yes, of
So
course.
we got you close to the 1,000. What Shauna did.
I tried.
I didn't know. I didn't bring you
tried.
the
It's just a
cash.
little something. It's a little something. Well, I think we can move on to our
Yes.
delete
Delete. What are we leaving here?
Yeah, so this is when we talk about, maybe what we wrap up the conversation and we just
Mhm.
talk about what we learned or what we want our listeners to think about
Or to get from this
from
conversation.
the conversation that we're having right now. So you want to start, Peyton? You want to talk about something
Yeah.
that you want to leave our listeners with?
About your business? What do you want to tell them?
I want to tell them that if you have a dream, don't give up on it. Do it. Because I had a dream and I followed it, and now here I am.
Wow. At 8 years old, telling y'all to follow your dream. That's beautiful.
Oh,
Beautiful.
oh my gosh, I got the chills.
I know. I'm just like,
I love that.
I'm taken aback. You a good mother.
It takes a village. I can't take all the credit. We have definitely had a lot of support.
That's good to hear.
Building family here. I have no family here. Her father has no family here.
But y'all have each other.
Wait a minute. Yes, sir.
And now you have built a beautiful, intelligent, Black
Yes.
princess.
Yes.
Yes.
What about you?
That's just motivating me because last year I'd usually do a sock drive for the homeless and give all the socks to the homeless. And I didn't do it last year because of the quarantine and COVID. It's just motivating me to really get back into it this year. So I'm deleting the thought that I wouldn't do it again. So I'm deleting that and leaving that here. So I am going to do my sock drive again this year.
That's excellent.
Yes.
That's a great
Collaborate
idea.
with us.
Yes, I would love to. Love
Her
to.
birthday party is being sponsored this year in F1, so it'll be a community birthday party where people come and like they drop donations.
Yes.
So
We need socks. Socks for the homeless
socks.
are very important. It's the least donated item at shelters. So yeah, that's what I'm deleting. The thought of not doing that again. Thank you, Peyton, for encouraging me to pick that back up, and it's something that I really appreciate you doing. So
You're welcome.
thank you.
Well,
What are you doing,
I think I'm
Shauna?
really inspired because I think I fret a lot about how this drive to participate in a capitalist system all the time. Like we are just bombarded with just
Girl Scout cookies.
or like
Everything.
being a brand, or kids who are like 10 years old rich from Instagram because they're selling a brand, and it's it's a lot. And I think
It's mind blowing.
we have to shift that a little bit and think about how whatever we want for our communities, we have to give to our communities. And so I think I just want to delete the idea of always having to be in the rat race all the time and doing
Right.
things for other people, and how rich you are when you do that.
Yeah,
That makes you rich.
definitely.
So that's what I'm taking away.
Sharing is caring.
That's what I'm taking away.
That's how you
You
get
wanna say
wealthy,
something?
being a servant. What are you deleting here?
Mm.
It could be anything.
Like for many of us, 2020 was a very critical moment, I think, where there was a lot of uncertainties and there was a lot of things that I watched other people go through. And I just think I was just very fortunate to not necessarily go through those things. Obviously, with quarantine, everyone went through something, but my daughter's school was still open. I think they took off for like a couple of weeks, if that, but that's just because the state shut down, and then it was open. And then one of the things I told myself starting for 2021 was to I hold on to a lot and try to make that, I try to go back on it. And so one of the things I tried to do was not necessarily go back on anything, like I'll remember something or like mentally incapacitate myself. So just in general, every day, just letting go of something different.
Yeah.
I do this whole like natural lifestyle, and just learning that it has to be, it's all encompassing. Like I can't just be doing natural juices, but then I'm like messed up in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I have all these thoughts and stress in my head. So I've been really prominent in doing those things. Some of my friends make a joke. They're like, "Oh, you must be exhausted. It's only February." I'm like, "But I'm still doing a good job." So
That's good.
just reminding people that
We're gonna have you back to talk about this
things
juicing. Yeah, talk
Thank
about your
you.
juicing.
Things
business.
happen, and you just have to have the power to release it. As above, so below.
There you go.
Mhm.
That was beautiful.
Yes. I
So
love
thank you, Peyton,
it.
for being here and talking about
Yes.
Eye of the
Welcome.
Child. And make sure you guys
Thank
are
you.
Eye of the Childing on Instagram.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll link it.
It'll be-
All the information about if you want to donate. We'll link information about.
Is
you
there
know, information
a
about where
Cash
she'll
App
be.
or a Venmo or anything they
Yes,
can
we
send
have
money
Cash
to?
App, we have
What's your
Venmo.
Cash App? Let's say that now.
The Cash App is the $?
$sign.
Mhm.
Eye of a Child.
So it's EYEOFCHILD, right?
A. So
I forgot the A. Eye of a Child.
Eye of a
Like
Child.
Eye of a Child.
Yep.
Yes.
EYEOFACHILD.
LD.
Why don't you tell them why? So that because then people will remember, why is it Eye of a Child?
Why is it Eye of a Child? EYE.
It's called Eye of a Child because it's through my vision of how I see the world.
Oh, that's beautiful. And it's that heart shape.
Mhm.
And I like that heart shape crayon because you can draw so many beautiful pictures with that crayon.
I know. I love
Off
them.
of
They're
that.
so
So that's-
beautiful. They're
that's-
all different too. Like no one is alike.
Yeah, no colors are the
No
same.
two are alike. Is
So
what
it's
I
a
meant.
beautiful gift to get your loved one for anything, just a random gift to buy it. It's
Yes.
$3.
And if people want to know more about this juice, where can they go?
We'll have her back on the show to talk about this
Okay.
juice.
Now
We
look,
gonna
maybe I
talk
shouldn't
about
say
this
anything. You're gonna
juice.
get a lot of calls.
Yes,
No, I'm
about
kidding.
this
I don't
juice.
know.
I had a juice
You ready for
before I
that?
came. I'm just
She's shaking.
Yeah, definitely have me back on.
Oh, we
Yeah,
definitely
you should.
are.
Yeah, you should.
Thank you for bringing Peyton on to talk about that. Thank
for
you
inviting
all.
us, Peyton.
Yes. Peyton, you want to say goodbye to
Thank you.
everybody?
Bye. Remember, follow your dream.
Oh, it's
Aw.
beautiful.